Your name, your affiliation, your position on the bill.
Craig Eiland, individually and on behalf of Texas Trial Lawyers Association.
All right, hold on. You're batting 0 for 3 today. So you're here on behalf of yourself and by TTLA?
Yes, sir.
And your position on the bill?
Against.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the chance to work with you and the builders on this issue as well. But on this subject, the bill as introduced takes away rights from homeowners for nothing in return. It lowers their statute of repose from 10 years to 8 years with nothing in return. And then if they, and I want to make sure we all know, I know Representative Schofield knows this, but nothing is free. Nothing is free. So what we're basically doing in this bill is saying, homeowner, if you purchase a warranty from the builder with the sale of your house, we will lower your statute of repose by 5 years. I mean, by 3 years, from 8 years to 5, if you pay for a warranty, because it's not free, it's built in the price of the home. Or make sure we all know there's no crisis. Mr. Norman just said we have built more homes every year than any other state in the United States in 2008. So we have no problem with people building homes, number one. And good builders will offer a warranty already, and we have a 10-year statute of repose. I don't see how it benefits homeowners to give up 2 years on their statute of repose for absolutely nothing in return. And we think that there should be no change in the statute of repose, but if there is, then the homeowners should get something and not have to pay and get even less protection.
Members, Representative Schofield.
One quick one, Mr. Eiland. You point out that the warranty is baked into the price of the home. Isn't the threat of litigation against builders also baked into the price of a home? I mean, as a business, matter of business going forward, if litigation is going to cost me so much every year, I've got to recoup those costs, and the only place I get them is from my customers. I mean, is that not correct? So by reducing litigation, by limiting the statute of repose from 10 years to 8, aren't we providing the builders with the ability to lower the cost of homes through not having to raise it due to threat of litigation?
If you really believe that, which I don't, I think it's not going to impact the cost of the house one way or another, whether it's a 10-year statute of repose or an 8-year statute of repose. I bet if you look at the cost of it, because you just heard them say that we have a low cost for home ownership here in Texas, and then we compare it to other states that have different statute of reposes. So I don't believe that the price of housing is going to go down if we change it from 10 to 8, or we have homeowners pay for a warranty. I do think if this happens, and I would never shade the chairman on this, but if I was just looking at this, right, cold, without knowing who the author was and all the stuff he's done, I would say this is a vendor bill. Because there's a warranty companies that are out there that if this bill passes, they're going to go shop all around to all the home builders and say, look, you can protect yourself from 8 years to 5 years if you will just include this warranty.
I think we're trying to encourage them to include the warranty, and I can tell you, I never represented home builders, but I've represented a lot of companies, and the price of having to deal with me and hire and litigation was baked into the cost of the goods sold, because again, they had nowhere else to get money. They don't get to come to the state and go, hey, in addition to what I pay in costs and what I'm able to sell my product for, give me some money to cover all this litigation I'm doing. So it does get baked into the cost. I'm not saying they'll lower it but I say it gets raised when I'm having to calculate how much I'm going to have to pay lawyers every year. And that's even if I don't ever lose a case. I got nowhere else to collect that money but from my customers.
Yeah, and I would say that's why the legislature passed the RCLA. We don't have any type of litigation crisis in housing in the state, right? We have to follow the RCLA. We're updating it in the other bill. So, I don't see a reason to lower the the statute of repose from 10 years to 8 years, and the homeowner gets nothing in return from what they have right now.
Members, any other questions for Mr. Eiland? Okay. All right.